Welcome back to Speletons, everybody. I'm Zinker, he's Derek, and this is Super Mario Odyssey. Alright. So gotta get them speedrun strats on, except I completely ignored the speedrun strats, because I came in here. But, anyhow, yeah, I have started, speedrunning this game, and that's actually what I spent my Thanksgiving doing, except I didn't have a timer, so I have no idea what the hell my time was, but... but I did spend I did try speedrunning this game during, pretty much the entirety of Thanksgiving. I was just playing this, and I got through it pretty fast, I think.
I was just dying.
Yeah, you sound like you're dying. You still sound like you're dying.
Yeah, I get that. I've been getting that a lot recently.
I've been getting that a lot recently. Only recently, though. I'm also not going to bother for the purple coins, because it doesn't really matter in this, too much.
What was that moon? That moon you just got, where you were a pair of dry bones or whatever? You flew into like a hole, and then the moon popped up.
That one's called the hole in the magma.
In a hole in the magma.
Right.
There's a moon in the hole in the magma.
No, there's a key in the hole in the magma, and the key unlocks a door which the moon is in. Oh my God! Please give me this stupid.
Because I saw you do it, and I was thinking like. Why is this worth the moon? Like, what is this doing? Like, all I can see you doing is like flying to the lava and like, I wasn't sure if you were gonna abandon the para dry bones in there, which would have been just kind of funny.
I don't think I could have made it.
Maybe
back.
that's the moon is like abandon or like fuck over the Goomba paratroopa.
Yeah.
No, the dry bones.
It's always
words are hard.
Yeah, they're called parabones. I think they were introduced in this game. Yeah.
A parabones. Yeah, I don't believe I've ever seen a parabones before.
They might have existed. Well, they had to have been in Mario Maker, actually. So you know what? That can't be right.
They could have been.
They had to, because you put wings on everything.
Okay.
So it's literally impossible. There's no such thing as a parabones.
Mario Maker is like one of the few Mario things I haven't played at all.
I would love to do it for Speletons. But, anyhow, the point of that hole was you're not supposed to know where... Oh, fuck, I got hit by that. You're not supposed to know where the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Obviously, I already know. It's almost like I've completed this game 100% at this point.
Yeah.
That may or may not be true. There's no evidence of it.
That's a bullet.
There we go. Oh, yeah, there's also... This is where they introduced the Bonsai Bill, so...
Bonsai!
Yeah. He's around. He's just a very... I forgot about it until I reached that wall, and then I saw a giant missile flying at me. And I was just a little bit concerned. Just a wee bit concerned. I don't think I can get another Bonsai Bill. I think I'm going to have to take a Bull Bill. Come back, buddy. Alright,
Such a big download. My Xbox on the background is downloading Final Fantasy 15. The bought on sale.
You bought it online?
Yeah, I got it on sale.
I think I have the disc for it. I gotta go this way. Yeah, there we go.
I probably didn't have ulterior motives to getting it, other than just we can do the multiplayer and I want to play it.
Shh! Don't spoil anything.
No, don't worry. That's not at all why I got it.
Okay. I
just said that. That's not. I had ulterior motives.
It is a fantastic game. I know people will say it has a problem, but I really enjoyed it, and it gave me... I think I actually have more playtime in this game, not including the fact that I want to speedrun it. I think I have more playtime in this game than I do in Final Fantasy 15, but 15 gave me about 35 hours of fun.
That's not a lot.
35 for a $60 game? And what did you pay, for 30 for it?
Yeah. I mean that's good for 30. Yeah, well I'm saying, but like for
whoops, that's
bad.
Yeah,
I guess that's alright. I guess that's fine.
That's 60. Really good. No, that's... Dude, what was it? For most AAA games, which normally give you, like, pretty much nothing...
well, nowadays they don't. Games used to give more.
I know. No, nowadays... Have you actually seen the Star Wars Battlefront 2 shit? You know the deal, Star Wars Battlefront 2 having microtransactions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this has nothing to do with playtime, but it's more that companies are kind of shit, especially EA, which we're going to into.
Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, it got such shat on for its microtransactions. EA had to announce, like, Yeah, we're removing the microtransactions, in-game purchases. Like, they're removing it completely.
Good.
Because, yeah, I know. They already did, I think, actually, by now. It's kind of old news, but, yeah. And it's like, it's like people are just, like, tired of the bullshit of it, you know?
Yeah.
Same with the playtime, like, but Squeenix always gives you, like, a lot of playtime. Well, I don't know if always, but...
They're usually good. Final Fantasy games are meant to be, like, long and have a lot of playtime.
I know, and, like, of those 35 hours, 30 of those hours were fun. Or interesting.
Dude, it's a Chuck.
Oh, yeah, you get these guys at the last second, too, and you'll see them, like, one more time, I think, ever.
I think they're called Chuck. Is he called Chuck?
Yeah, no, they're Chuck. They're Charging Chuck, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah. No, this is, he's pretty cool. He also only pops up here. I remembered what I wanted to tell you now, too, and I'll talk about it once we reach the chapel again. But I think we have to fight this sweetheart first. I guess we don't have to, but, well, why would I skip it? We haven't seen it yet. Remember, this fresh-faced Derek probably doesn't. He was barely there for it. We last saw her in the first episode.
Did we see this person?
Yeah,
before?
she was in the first episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
She had the golden chain chomp. She's kind of
I wish I had seen that. He has 3 hats?
Yeah, this is this version. He didn't have 3 hats in the first time. That's just because it's this one. And boom, sort of speedrun strats. Even though I can normally just skip this boss. Because, you know, why would I fight the boss? Who needs to fight the boss when you can just not? Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Kind of an annoying cunt, though.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. And there we go. Alright, what was I talking about before?
I don't know. You said you had something.
No, before that.
Gameplay time?
Right. Yeah, but most AAA games don't really do that. My playtime to see if a game's really worth it is about, not that. It's about, $2 per 1 hour of gameplay, I think yeah. That's correct. 2 hours per 1 hour of gameplay is how I typically judge my rhetoric of whether a game's worth it in terms of playtime. And maybe it's okay, like, if it's just a little bit under, and that game is really something.
I would do maybe 3 for 2.
3 for 2?
$3 for 2 hours.
$3 for 2 hours? I don't know, because you get some games, like this game right here, you get some games that are just, like, super fun and worth it. Like, the playtime is in its own justification and its, like, own right.
Playtime is, so I wouldn't, what I would go with playtime is, like, how much am I actually playing? Like, if it's good, or, like, even if I enjoy it, even if I, like, have a really good time playing it, if it's only, like Bubsy. If Bubsy's so incredibly short.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's the only rhetoric, but I'm saying, like, you know, you get, like, a lot of games that are good, and it's, like, but, like, they, you know, like, not that they're necessarily, like, too short, but, like Final Fantasy, it gave me about 30 hours, 30 fun hours. 3 hours with tutorial, 2 hours with story, which was interesting and unique, but, wasn't, you know, wasn't entirely fun, unfortunately. But it was really cool. But so, like, and that game is, like, it was fun. It was fun. Those 30 hours were really fun. I enjoyed them. It doesn't fit under the 3 hours, or $3 for every 2 you get thing that you have. And that's sort of my point, is that, like, you know, it should, you know, like, that's why I say about $2 for every hour you play. And maybe, like, you can pay a little bit more if it's a cool thing. Like, Scanner Sombre, I mean, that wasn't worth it anyways, but, like, if it was, like, $6, I would pay, and we played it for, like, what, 2 hours, I think? Just about. That was about as much playtime as you could get. I'd say it's actually, like, I got it for 8, and I think it sells for, like, 10. But because it's such a cool concept, like, you know, I would pay the $6 for the 2 hours.
It's certainly a case-by-case basis, but, like, the general, like, rule I would probably go with would be like $3 for 2 hours.
So
like $1.50 per hour, I guess would be the right way, or be the simplest way to put it. And like the metric I use for like more linear like story games is the metric I always use is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Right.
That game, a first playthrough of that game should take about a first run through of that game should take about 40 hours. It has upwards of, I remember when the game came out, I remember it being advertised as upwards of 40 hours of gameplay, which is upwards, so it's like, anywhere between like, I would probably say like 35 and 40.
Like
for like
this game has a lot of playtime in it. I don't know how much, but it's like I played it for like 4 days straight of like 9 hours each day. But I kind of just want to interrupt you just a little bit. And let you go back to playtime because before I leave this area, you can't hear it, but
that is right.
But if you remember that, like, was it? I think it was 2 episodes ago at this point. You said you were on Team Bowser because it feels like he's absolutely destroying Mario. The moment you touch Moon Kingdom, it's very quiet. All you can hear are the chapel bells. It literally sounds like the entire time, like the first time I played this, it literally sounds like Bowser has won. I know, like he's already getting married. And, like, you're just trying to reach up to it, but you're, like, slow. And that's what it feels like right here. And that's... I just wanted to note that.
Mario seems very insignificant compared to that chapel.
Yeah. Actually, I guess before I go in, it's basically the end of the episode. I know I haven't done much, but, I'll see. Let me see. I'll go fuck around for 2 minutes somewhere out here. Oh, I'll go do the Sphinx thing. I didn't even do that. But yeah, continue your story. Or your thing at time.
Oh, that's pretty much about it. It's just I use that metric of like Twilight Princess was a launch title pretty much for the Wii, and I think it was a launch title with the Wii, and
I guess I can't get that one yet.
And like it was a 40-hour game, albeit Legend of Zelda games generally tend to be fairly longer, but linear story games and like really any like major game, even if it's not like a story game, if it's something that something that I'm just gonna go back and play or just do extra stuff in or whatever, I feel like 40 hours is a good number to get out of the game.
Well, yeah, I guess that's fair. I always use Kingdom Hearts 2 as my rhetoric. That's the one I always think about because there's like tons of playtime, like. Not trying to speedrun it, which I have tried and not very good at it, but I've tried it a little bit and I'm not very good at it. You get like just game time. I think you get like 16 hours plus like all the cutscenes of story. So that's you get a lot of playtime out of those types of games. Square Enix is like the leader on that, if you ask me. Is that they essentially of the AAA developers.
They're really pretty good about
Nintendo too. Nintendo's typically pretty good, especially Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. They actually give you playtime. It's the only reason Nintendo's been able to survive. It's because they have this. They have great games like this.
They have a lot of shitty games, and then they every so often release like their good one.
Well, you know what? No, they had a long shitty period for like Wii and Wii U games, and then when they stopped playing around with the Nintendo Switch, you're like, all right, we're getting Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and shit. It's amazing, and it is amazing.
Those are right now. Those are the selling points for getting a Switch. Honestly,
to be perfectly honest, I mean this completely. I say I spent $450 on this, but really I spent about $400 on this Nintendo Switch and Mario Odyssey. Completely worth it. The total $400, especially if I'm gonna start speedrunning it. It's gonna for Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch has already paid off. Fire Emblem Warriors, not so much. That hasn't paid off yet. I haven't gone back to it, and I don't know if I ever will.
What? I didn't hear that.
What I said I haven't gone back to it. I don't know if I ever will.
Gone back to what?
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, that's fair. No, it's really short, and like I've been slowly going through the history mode. And, like right now that's the only game I have on my Switch.
Right. I would get this.
I'll probably like save some of history. I'm gonna try to earn, I think, like Lynn and Celica probably, but I might save some of history mode just so like if I ever want to, like I can do some of that with other people.
Yeah. Anyhow,
but
I it's time for next time on Speletons.
That's
I fucked around for a little bit, but yeah, we gotta go fight Bowser. So, subscribe to us. Next episode's definitely the finale, or the first finale. The spoilers. Of this game. We'll definitely. So yeah, we'll see you then. Later.
Yeah. Later, skater boy.
He was a skater boy. He said, "Me oi oh noi."